But it was niggas who lived down the street from me, right? 2 brothers. But those 2 brothers ran with a lot of niggas that went to Graceland, right? So I'm walking home. For some reason, I can't remember why we got into it. But all I remember was I'm walking, before school let out, I'm in class and all I can hear that these niggas gonna jump me after school. Now mind you, I'm looking at these niggas. I know they can't beat me one-on-one. I know they can't. I know they can't fuck with me one-on-one. So I'm walking home, school let out. So mind you, it's a big ass crowd behind me, walking with these niggas, right? So I'm walking, we walking from Grayson, now we up here on Mill Branch where the car wash, it's like some apartments. It's the Wind Branch, but it's another apartments, I don't know the name of them, but it was right there. Well, I'm walking, so as I'm coming under the bridge, we walking, I see some big ass niggas standing, waiting for the niggas that's supposed to jump me, right? So I'm walking, I'm surrounded. They surround me, right? So the niggas that went to school with me, that lived down the street from me, they get to charging me, jumping. I'm going at it, I'm fighting with them, right? Now mind you, can't now one of them get me on the ground, cause I always been a stocky nigga, right? A stocky dude, where you couldn't just really take advantage of me. So they trying to get me down, but they can't get me down. Not saying they want to hit me, they was hitting me, but they couldn't get me down. So the big niggas who was waiting on them, one of the big dudes just come behind me and hit me, knocked me down on the ground. So they beat me, right? They got the advantage of me. They beat me, right? So by this time, I think other people start saying, stop jumping them, stop jumping. They broke it up, right? And I remember walking home, right? Roughed up. Mad because some niggas jumped me. See, it always been like that with me. You niggas can't beat me one-on-one. You gotta take more than one. So, now mind you, remember the brother in the Mill Branch, when I pulled in and I saw his face, day later, I think it was the next day I just remember the next few days or something, I came back to school. And the big brother in the Mill Branch who's standing there, and I pulled in. He like, man, I heard them niggas jumped you, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now mind you, this like, what is it, 1989 or 90, somewhere in that area when we was at Graceland, right? But the moment when I pulled in the Mill Branch and seen him, this like 1996. So this like years later, 6-7 years later, right? So he told me, man, them niggas ain't gonna jump you no more, man. Don't nobody fuck with him, right? Cause I think, see, like I said, I'm fresh from North Memphis. I'm a North Memphis dude. From out of North Memphis and South Memphis. So that day on, he was cool with me. See, the reason why I'm telling you this story, that sometimes niggas you grow up with, they become your enemies. They become your worst enemies. Not saying he was my enemy. So when I pulled in the Mill Branch and I seen his face, that's what the backstory of him. He didn't know me. He didn't know me at all. So I pulled up, I jump out, we get to talking. So I'm letting them know, niggas shot my mother house, nigga. True story. The principle. I don't care what you did for me. You shot at my mother house, nigga. So for some reason, we walked off with, all right, we cool. Wasn't so much cool. It was like, we're gonna leave it at that. Cause like I said, I stood my ground on letting them know, you shoot at us, we coming. That was the whole story. Wasn't no gang members. W.B.C. We were never the gang. Hustlers, drug dealers. Never claimed W.B.C. never was a gang. I didn't believe in that. So long story short, the streets still hot. Gunplay still going on. Because couple of months later, right? Now mind you, I'm breaking this story down to let you know what's going on. So what happened? So one particular day, see, I ain't gonna give y'all all the story of the war, but I'm telling you the Grand Marquis story. See, I gotta clear the air of who was the real W.B.C. See, a lot of people claim that W.B.C. They not shot not one person, shot at nobody, or nobody shot at them, but they ran with the story like they was a part of that story. It's the principle. Remember why I take W.B.C. so serious. The principle. Did nobody shoot at your mom? Did nobody shoot at you? You didn't shoot at nobody. When we got shot, them niggas got cool with them niggas. I take W.B.C. serious. The principle. Now, like I said, I don't want to give y'all the whole story of the war just yet. It's the Grand Marquis story. Now, mind you, a couple of months go by, streets still hot, tension, still hustling, still getting money. Some reason we get into it or something. I can't remember just what was the reason, but I'm going over. I don't know if I was over there for to make crack sales or what. I just can't remember. See, I wasn't scared to go over there, but they were scared to come to that wind branch. See, coming to that wind branch, one way in, one way out. I'm over there on the other side, riding through, I see a nigga running. Come out of a little cut, crossing the basketball field. Up the gun. So when I see him up the gun, I slow down. He shoot, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 times, run off. I could have got hit. A nigga could have hit me in the head. Could have died right there. The principle. Nigga wonder why I say W.B.C. I stand on that. My story, my journey. Them niggas didn't get shot at. Didn't nobody shoot at them niggas. But they claim W.B.C. See, I take W.B.C. serious. To the heart. My story. A lot of them niggas' story, it ain't their story. They was around W.B.C., but they weren't W.B.C. See, a lot of niggas thought because they lived in W.B.C., the Wind Branch, that they was W.B.C. No. If you don't know the history of W.B.C., go back and do revisit my last episodes, my last paintings and books. Read and study. It'll tell you, long before W.B.C. ever came into existence, there was niggas hustling in Wind Branch, and it wasn't no W.B.C. They was hustling. It was they block. But before when they was there in the early 80s, late 80s, I'm gonna say late 80s, me and two other niggas that I ran with, we used to go over there with two rocks in our hand. That's all we bought. 2 for the 20. That was my hustle. Give me 2 for the 20. Go in the wind branch, break them up. I got 4. Matter of fact, break it again. I got 8. Said each one $5, $10. See, long before WBC wasn't no WBC. But I knew the people that was there. Went to school with them, hustled with them, bought drugs from them. The W.B.C. story, the principle. They wonder why I take it so serious. Cause a lot of niggas who said that they was W.B.C. You didn't get shot at. You didn't get shot. You didn't even have told a gun. You didn't even say, yo, I wanna come with you when we going over. Cause see, when we was going over, it was a lot of pressure. It was pressure. Do or die. Your life on the line. That Grand Marquis, 89, smoke gray. When they seen that car coming, they knew what time it was. When the niggas shot at me and when I was on the other side and ran off, right? I rolled off, went back to the wind branch. See, niggas don't know these stories. And they wonder why when I see them cool with these niggas, how I feel. Me and the homie, they seen us suffer. And they cool with them niggas. That's what was going through my head. It wasn't the fact they was cool with them niggas. Them niggas was scared. Cause see, when we got shot, that WBC went silent for a minute. See, when we was in the truck, they was throwing up that WBC sign. We gonna get back to that later, that truck. But the Grand Marquis is the story. Remember, as I told you these stories, the Grand Marquis. True story. And when I got hit, what happened to that Grand Marquis? When I got hit, I couldn't focus. I was lost. Couldn't think straight. Seeing my homie, can't think straight. Seeing them switch up, changing. The money. Now I'm going through a lot of court, back and forth to court, because I'm catching cases, drug cases, assault cases with my girl, because I'm going through it. The Grand Marquis. Still driving the Grand Marquis. But now, it's like I'm wounded. Trying to think. Trying to stay focused. Can't focus. The Grand Marquis story. The principle. My homie got hit. See, I always look at the picture. If it wasn't me, but it was a nigga that I hustled with, got hit. And they was in our shoes. And I seen them struggling. Can't think. They fighting in life. They drowning in life. Nigga, we can't never be cool. The niggas I hustle with is wounded. The niggas I broke bread with, they wounded. I can't fuck with you niggas. But that ain't the story. You see, I realized in those moments I'm cut from a different cloth. See, I always been the dude. If you fuck with my homie, nigga, you gotta fuck with me. But life taught me a hell of a lesson. You can't be everybody's friend. You can't be everybody's friend. A nigga gotta earn it. See, you gotta earn. See them niggas in that picture? Them niggas earned that W.B.C. But niggas in that picture did some fucked up shit. Some fucked up shit. Some fucked up shit. They know who they are. I don't gotta say no names. They know what they did. But the ones in that picture who kept it real. But one thing about this situation though, man, that really fucked with me over the years, the principle. When you seen them niggas doing fucked up shit, you didn't check them niggas. You didn't even come and say, yo, them niggas doing some fucked up shit. The Grand Marquis story, the principle, remember, the niggas shot at my mother's house. Not one time, it was more than one time. True story. What happened to that Grand Marquis? The nigga who got on after we got hit. I don't know if he got the big head, but I believe it was fear. They started serving them niggas drugs. You helping these niggas eat. The principle. Just imagine. I try to rationalize or figure it out. How? You cook up dope. You chop it up, bag it up. Nigga call you, say he need a re-up. You jump in your car. I'm going to serve the niggas who shot my niggas. You pull up the spot, wherever it was at. The W.B.C. store, the principal. You jump out your car. You go wherever you going. What's the conversation? What's up, my nigga? What is it? Got you right here. Wanna hit this blunt? See, I'm looking at all this shit. The W.B.C. store. Yeah, let me hit that. Man, hit me up when you ready to get some more. Got you, my nigga. It wasn't, what other kind of, I can't picture me doing it. I'm cut from a different cloth. I see my niggas out there struggling. They suffering in life. Nigga, you can't eat with us. Starve, nigga. What happened to the Grand Marquis? The 1989 smoke gray bandit car. The car that I used to do a lot of drive-by shootings in. The nigga who helped them niggas eat, I sold him the car in my struggling days of life. See, when I was going down, I sold all my cars to them niggas. Even before I went down, sold every car, little or nothing, to the niggas in the circle. When I was up, getting money, nigga needed a car, I done spent thousands in the car. Thousands. Little or nothing. But the principle, remember, they wonder why I take W.B.C. so serious. What happened to the Grand Marquis? I sold it to the nigga who helped them niggas eat for a little or nothing.
An angel came to me in a human form, a dope fiend. This story I'm about to tell is gonna be one of the most impactful stories that I ever told about the lifestyle that I lived in the streets. One of the most amazing things about this story is I live to be able to tell you this amazing story. When I tell you that I created this painting to describe the moments of the violence, of the gun violence that I experienced growing up as a kid, I want to be able to touch the world through these paintings. These paintings that I'm about to make a collection of will be some heartfelt, most deep, impactful pictures that I want to tell to the world. In this picture, I describe the gun violence, the gunplay, the things that caused me a lot of trauma. In doing this painting, it was a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings, a lot of flashbacks, a lot of disappointments, a lot of things that I wasn't ashamed of or felt guilty about creating this painting. But I wanted to create this painting for the youth, for the people that use guns to express themselves in violence. As a kid, that's what I grew up amongst. I was taught this type of behavior in my lifestyle. Growing up in the environment that I grew up in, we believed in doing drive-by shootings and gunplay. And that was something that we used to express ourselves to the world. It brought fear to the people. It's like living in a jungle. Bears, lions, tigers, sharks, alligators, all types of species, all out to get one another, to kill one another. In doing such violence, I thought I needed to create this painting. I thought I needed to create something that'll give a great impact to the world. I wanted to express my pain, my voice, to the world, to my environment. I want to take this painting to be able to express to the world what I feel about this gun violence, because it seemed like no one is gonna help us. No one is telling us to stop the gunplay. No one is talking to the youth. No one is asking the youth to put the guns down. It seems like everybody is on one timeline, demon time. Why is everybody is on this demon time? What caused this plague? Who taught us how to be on demon time? Who taught us how to do such things to cause so much pain in this lifestyle that we live in? Our environments, the parents crying, the daddies crying, the grandmothers crying, the babies crying, leaving homes scarred for life. Who's gonna save our youth from this tragedy that is happening every day in our neighborhoods? Who's gonna help us help the people? Who's gonna save the people from all this pain? You see, when I create art, art is not just something that I'm doing for a hobby. This art is something that I want to tell you this story. This story that I'm created this painting behind is an angel came to me in a human form, a dope fiend. See, this topic that I created, this subject that I created, this is gonna help the youth. See, today, when I look back on this painting and this experience of what happened to me in my life, I know I was spared. God had mercy on me to let me live to be able to tell this story. Based on a true story, an angel came to me in a human form, a dope fiend. Years ago, I used to sit on the corner blocks and I used to watch the dope boys sell crack and powder cocaine. They used to hustle and make money, and I said, one day I want to be like him. I want to be like them on that corner. And there's one particular guy that I really looked up to. He was one that stood out among all of them because he was like the best hustler out of the whole group. As I continued to mimic him and want to be like him, hustling on the corner, selling crack, shooting, selling powder, selling weed, smoking weed, toting guns. See, I imitated everything that I seen my blocks and my corners doing. I did what they did, and I became that dope boy. Years down the line, this same guy in my neighborhood became a dope fiend. The guy that I looked up to, who was the big time drug dealer in the neighborhood, everybody praised him, everybody looked up to him. Only to know years later, he became a drug addict, a dope fiend, using drugs and became homeless on the street. An angel came to me in the form of a dope fiend. As I go deeper into this story, I want y'all to understand this picture, this amazing art piece that I created. You see these people in this painting, these people in this piece of art? I used to be these people in these cars, riding around with anger and rage, taking my pain and suffering out on my own community, my own environment. As you see these paintings, these people in these paintings, they're in rage. They have no feelings. They're numb to the reality of the damage that they cause in their neighborhoods. An angel came to me in a human form, a dope fiend. One day, my mother's house got shot up, sprayed with a lot of bullets. My cars got sprayed up with a lot of gun violence. In rage, my mother begged me not to retaliate. She asked me, please stop. But little did my mother know, the streets had me. The the streets had me so, I was so ingrained in getting revenge and taking my pain to the people that made my people suffer. I wanted to stop, but I couldn't stop. An angel came to me in a human form. As I continue to tell you this story, I want you to continue to look at this painting, because this painting symbolizes the pain that I'm sharing with you through this microphone. That an angel came to me in a human form, a dolphin. You see, it took me a long time to get to this stage of my life, this phase of my life, to be able to tell this story, to help the people understand that gun violence is not the answer. See, I continued to create this picture. It took months for me to create this picture. In creating this picture, I understood the message that I needed to share to get this out of me, to release the burdens and the weight off my shoulders, to be able to help the youth understand that gun violence is not the answer. Back to the story, I wanted revenge. Walking on battlegrounds 2, 3 in the morning with rage in my eyes, a sawed-off pump and a 380. Walking through battlegrounds with rage in my eyes and revenge in my heart. All I could think about is, I want revenge. Moments later, that dope fiend, that angel that came to me in a human form, the guy that I looked up to as a little kid, wanting to be like him, the big time drug dealer in the neighborhood, who's now homeless, smoked out, cracked out, heroin, whatever, smoked out, cracked out. I seen him that night walking on battleground with the rage in my eyes. He seen me and asked me, "What are you doing?" And I told him, "You know what I'm doing." He's told me, "Don't do it. The pain that you see, what you're going through, it ain't gonna solve the problem." An angel came to me in a human form. See, telling this story, chills run through my body as I tell you this story. He talked to me and walked with me, and we walked and we talked and we walked and we talked until I was off battlegrounds. Going back to my car, putting the sawed-off pump in the 380 in the trunk, closing the trunk, jumping in my car, cranking up my car and pulling off with tears in my eyes. An angel came to me in human form, a dope fiend. As I pulled in my driveway, I sat there in rage, but also I sat there knowing and asking myself, why was this moment intervened by him? You see, as I tell this story, see, back then, I was a teenager. I was like 19, 20. See, I couldn't see that picture as an angel coming to me in a human form. But as I look back over the years, see, many may not even believe this story or may think this story is way fetched, way out. But see, this is my story where I share with you that an angel came to me in human form, a dope fiend. See, if that man would have never intervened into my travel on that night, I don't know where I would be. But the sad part about this whole story is months later, I got shot in my head, losing my right eye to gun violence. You see, this picture that I create, it tells the story of many drive-bys that I've done. It tells the story of many things of my homies dying in the streets from gun violence. This story that I created tells the story of the people that caused a lot of pain to the streets. This story that I'm telling tells you what it's like living in the jungles throughout America, in the heart of the ghettos throughout the cities. Many people may say this lifestyle is a chosen lifestyle, but that's not true. A lot of people are born into this lifestyle where they have no other choice. Family members that's in the street life, their environment, poor poverty, people who suffering, mothers and daddies on crack, sprung out, and their children are left parentless. No one to help them or save them. So they are taught by the streets to believe that they are killers and gangbangers and murderers and robbers, thugs. Who gonna help our youth? Who gonna save us? Who gonna help our people come out of this? Who gonna change the belief system that we was born to kill each other? Who gonna save us? An angel came to me in human form, a dope fiend. You see, as I continue to tell you this story, like I told you, months later, I was shot in my head, losing my right eye. I can remember laying on the ground with blood gushing from my face. My right side numb, tingling. The pain of this moment. And all I could hear was people screaming and hollering. I'm beginning to turn cold, chills running through my body, and all I could say was, an angel came to me in a human form, a dope fiend. As I continued to lay there while blood gushing from my face, I'm getting cold. I can't feel the right side of my body. And I remember saying, Allah, save me from my pain. Help me. Help me, I need you. If you save me from this moment, I promise you, I will do right by you. At age 21, it was a terrifying moment for someone like me. You see, creating this painting, this painting ain't just an ordinary painting. This painting has a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of hurt, a lot of unanswered questions of why we believe that we was born to kill each other. We hate each other. Why do we hate each other so bad? Who gonna help us? See, telling this story, I want the youth and those who's toting those guns, traveling through their environments, putting fear in the people. Put the guns down. You can be more than a gangbanger. You can be more than that. You can be great people. See, it took a lot of pain for me to get to this stage in my life, to be able to help the people understand the stories that I'm telling through my art. See, this art piece is something that I sat down and contemplated on how can I make a piece that help and send a message to send shock waves through the earth to help our youth. Who gonna help our youth? No one is helping them. If you look at the youth, our young generation, they got rage and anger in them just like I did. More of this story, I wanted to tell this story to help our youth understand that there's consequences to violence, gun violence. There's pain and suffering to families, to communities. There's a lot of pain, a lot of mothers and daughters and family members cry and weep at night because their family members gone because you all took them from them. Who's gonna save our youth? Who gonna step in and give them a message to help them understand what they're doing is causing a lot of pain in our environment? Through this art piece, I hope you all understand that this art piece was created to save our youth. This art piece was painted and designed to send a message to the hearts and minds of our young generation of people that need our help. This is a piece that I dedicate to the world to show love and to separate us from the gun violence. Put the guns down. but you want to kind of be wiggly with it.
Oh.
Yeah, wiggly, you know what I'm saying? You know, like crazy, like a video. You see what I'm saying? You gotta go smooth with it, bro.
You ain't even start yet.
Hold on, hold on.
Well, it's just something I do like when I'm really bored. I never really
Take some
got
pictures
to
of
like
them talking. Come, with your phone.
really get
Okay.
good with drawing, but see, I found it. I did this with paper.
Because you're scouting right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Now we're like testing things out, so just take a picture of them together, so that we can start getting ideas about how they.
Do you really want to be an artist, or you just like you said? Cause see, some people do art to be a hobby. Some people do it from the board. But see, I do it for many reasons.
Stand from over here. Stand over there and do it.
What?
No, we're just scouting, we're just brainstorming, we're just
Oh,
coming up
okay.
with ideas,
But
as
I
you guys
do
are
it for
talking.
many reasons. One of the reasons I do it
Can you show us this?
with my
Something
paint.
of
Right,
in
coping.
painting and somebody talking to them?
Also, I do
Can you
it to
visualize
speak
it? Does
Right.
it make sense?
to the world.
And should his back
And
be
I do it
us like
because
this?
there's, like what y'all was doing today,
What are
like
you
him, it's art.
Go from the
That's
sides. So
still
perform
an art.
here,
Yeah,
put a
so
camera
you
here,
like
put a
doing
camera
it.
here, three cameras,
You gotta like,
here, here, and here.
like, so you know how to.
Or you
draw
can put a camera
it,
here.
But you can add
would-
all types of other channels to channel what you want to do. And that would bring it to a whole new level.
Right.
You understand what I'm
And
saying?
then
So
you
when I
want
be
to
playing,
front and then
I
Thank
get
you.
real serious,
have a great weekend,
and
right? You like that idea?
I tell stories. So like, not even there, I got a program. I got a book. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a seed, but there's many branches.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying, like, if you like to draw and paint, you like to
Looking
go
at him
fast,
from the back
you
is
can
nothing
just
to
look at
agree.
Right.
You can
So
do
you wanna see
anything.
his face.
Art is everything. You gotta look at it. You
But
can't
I'm
look
trying to
at
figure
it.
out, how do you see his
Yeah,
face?
you can't look at it like, well, I like to do it.
You don't see the art too at the same
How
time.
do you want to see the art at the
But-
same time?
but you
So
like
how do you
to
do
do
that?
more.
How do you do that? Somebody tell me how you do that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if he's
So
painting,
you gotta be.
Oh, let's see the side.
if he's
No way.
painting, I'm painting, you see my back.
Yeah, come here.
I'm opening up the gate.
My back.
Yeah, come here.
Unless you put a camera, unless you put a little camera up here.
What?
What if we put a camera here? Put one camera like very high and wide. What if we put one? Well, this is helpful.
I like the
because
police one.
This is helpful. We were thinking about like how that would work.
A story. It's
Yeah,
a
that's
story
awesome.
behind it.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
So you know that's gonna glare the light?
Okay,
That's why,
come
no,
on, let's go.
go.
Thank you.
Okay.
See you later.
But listen, like I said, contact me, but
Yes, I have your number.
you gotta be more than I just do it just because I'm bored. You can't do that. You can't say that. You can't say that.
No. Oh, you may not know. What did you say? You said that's right. I love that.
Yeah.
When did you do that?
Because you're gonna get a glare.
That's why I was asking,
Do you need anything out of the cage?
who? No.
No.
So let me ask you, is it a black person behind here?
You could put black, you could put blue.
It's black though, right?
This one is black here, with a blue light on it.
No, I need black.
It is black.
Oh, it
Pick
is?
up the blue light.
Oh, the blue, the light make it blue.
Yes.